we are studying passive forms of the verbs. Passive form of the verb. So there are two kinds of verbs, active verb and a passive verb. What is the difference here? What makes the difference here? What is the difference between an active verb and a passive verb? An active sentence and a passive sentence. What is more important in the active sentence? It is the subject. The subject is focused in an active sentence. But in a passive sentence, it's not the subject, it is the action that is being done which is more important. I have already explained you the simple formula of a passive verb. Helping verb plus main verb, third form is the formula of the passive form of the verb. The verb in the passive sentence is always the third form. That is what we call past participle. Past participles, as I have already told you, they are used in two situations. One in the perfect tenses, and in the other situation where we use the past participle is the passive sentences. So we shall take up some more examples. The other day we were okay. So take up the second example, how we should use the passive form. You will be given a passage like this: a fence dash build around Tamanna's land, around Tamanna's land by Basavaya. Full stop. Both of them dash encouraged by their supporters. Tamanna dash advised by his supporters about the various so this kind of passage will be given to you, and you will be asked to use the passive forms of the verbs. So here in this passage we have three verbs which are active verbs, and we have to and we need to convert them into the passive forms. A fence dash build into bracket close around Tammanna's land by Basvaya full stop. Both of them dash into brackets encouraged by their supporters. Tammanna dash advised by his supporters about the various means. So the three verbs in this passage are build, then encourage, and then advise. So can anyone of you solve this? A fence, is it singular or plural? A fence, is it singular or plural? Yes, this is an active verb. Yes, this is an active verb, and we have to change it into passive verb. So build, what is the past form? Build. Yes, build, and built. Okay. What is the second verb here, active verb? Encourage. Encourage. Very good. Very good. Advise.
Advised.
Okay. What is the structure of the passive form of the verb? We need a helping verb and then the third form of the main verb. Okay. So a fence, is it singular or plural?
Plural, sir.
A fence. Vandu Bailey. A.
Singular.
Yes, it is singular, definitely.
Singular.
Okay. Then, yes, what is the be form that we have to use here? What is the be form that I must use here? ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು?
Is.
What is the tense here? The tense is past. It is a story.
Was, sir, was.
Yes, in past we have two was and were. Okay. A fence was built. Very good. Yes, a fence was built. A fence was built around Tammanna's land by Basvaya. Both of them. Is it plural or singular?
Plural, sir.
Yes, both of them. Okay.
Where?
Both of them
Were encouraged.
Yes, very good. Were encouraged by their supporters. Tammanna
Was, sir.
Tammanna. Yes, Tammanna singular was
Advised.
Advised,
sir.
yes, very good. Yes, advised by the supporters. So when we complete it, it would be like this. A fence was built around Tammanna's land by Basvaya. Both of them were encouraged by their supporters. Tammanna was advised by his supporters about the various means. So that is how you have to change them into the passive form. So the verbs that we here that we have used here are passive verbs. Okay, that's fine. Now we shall go to the third example. You can take it down. The prince agreed. The prince agreed and So the matter arranged. There was a small lockup where people keep temporarily the criminal dash put there. Okay, I will read it once again. The prince agreed, so the matter dash arranged. Full stop. There was a small lockup where people dash keep temporarily. The criminal dash put there. So the three verbs in this passage, the three active verbs in this passage are arrange, keep, and then put. Yes. Can you remember the third form of all these three verbs?
Arranged, sir.
Arranged. Very good.
Keep, kept, sir. Kept.
Yes, very good. Keep, kept. Yes, now put.
Sir. Put,
Yes,
sir.
Put. The past form is also put, and the past participle form is also put. Okay, then what is the tense of this passage? Can you identify the tense here?
For past tense, sir.
Yes, because there was a small, yes, you have a clue here. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು clue ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ passage ಯಾವ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ you will definitely you will have a clue here. Yes, the tense is past. So the be forms helping verbs that we must use here are
Past tense, sir.
yes, they should be in the past tense. Okay, very fine. The prince agreed, and so the matter.
Arranged.
So the matter.
Plural, sir.
What is plural?
Plural.
The matter. Is it singular or plural? Ekvachano bahuvachano. Matter, not matters.
Singular, sir.
Yes, it is definitely the subject is singular here. So the verb
Was.
yes, definitely the matter
Was arranged.
Was arranged.
was arranged. Very fine. Prince agreed, and so the matter was arranged. There was a small lockup where people dash. The subject is people.
Where, sir? Plural, sir.
Yes.
Where kept, sir.
Were kept, definitely. Yes, sure. Were kept temporarily. The criminal.
Was put the.
Was,
Was.
Yes.
Was put. Was singular.
Yes.
Was put.
Yes.
Yeah, there.
Was put there. Yes. Was put there. So I will read it once again. The prince agreed, and so the matter was arranged. There was a small lockup where people were kept temporarily. The criminal was put there. So they are the passive forms of the verbs. Okay. Shall solve one more example. In the toy kingdom, in the toy kingdom, in the toy kingdom, a council dash to consider what dash and dash decide. This should be into brackets. To send a letter to Italy. So, in this passage, we have three active forms of the words: call, then could do is a combination of two verbs here, and it dash decide. Decide is the active verb here. Yes, here are the three verbs: call, could do, plus decide. The tense again is past. The tense of this passage is again past. Matte kala ade bhutkaladalli. Okay. The third form of these passive, the active verbs. The third form
Called,
of
sir.
these
Called.
Called. Yes. Could. Do. Did, done. Do, did, done. Do is the present form. Did is the past. Done is the past participle form. Done. It dash decide. Decided. Very good. Yes. Very good. In the toy kingdom, a council, singular or plural?
Singular, sir.
Singular. Then was or where? Was called. Yes, very good. Was called to consider. What? Could be done. The passive form of a could do is could be done. What could be done? And it, singular or plural?
Singular, sir.
Singular,
Yes,
sir.
Singular.
It
Was decided.
It was decided to send a letter to Italy. So this is how we have to convert the active the verbs into passive forms. Yes, did you understand the passive forms of the verb? Are there still
Yes,
any
sir.
problems? If you have got any problem, you have the chance to ask. Yes, if you have any problem, ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ passive verb ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಈಗ್ಲೇನೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಎ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇಂತಹ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 3 blanks, 3 ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು 3 verbs, 3 ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 verbs ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಯಾವ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ? ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ. ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಎಸ್, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದೆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಬ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರ ರಚನೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಬ್ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ರಚನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವಿ ಟೇಕ್ 1 helping verb. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಮ್, ಈಸ್, ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್, ಅದು ಭೂತಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸರ್ ಅದು ಯಾವ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವೆನ್ ಯು ರೀಡ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲೂ. ಆ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಓದಿದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವೆದರ್ ದ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದು ವರ್ತಮಾನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿದೆಯೋ ಅಥವಾ ಭೂತಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿದೆಯೋ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದಿ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಬ್ಸ್. ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ನ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸೂಕ್ತವೋ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ನಾವು ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂತಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿವೆ? 2 ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗಳಿವೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ವೇರ್. ವಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್. ಕರ್ತೃ ಏಕವಚನದಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ವಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ಬುಕ್ ವಾಸ್, ದ ಬಾಯ್ ವಾಸ್. ಕರ್ತೃ ಬಹುವಚನದಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ವೇರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್, ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಬೇಕು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ ಬೇಕಿದೆ? ದ ವರ್ಬ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ 3rd ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ 3ನೇ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ವಾಸ್ ಡನ್, ವಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆಡ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವನ್ನ 3ನೇ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು change all the 3 active forms into 3 passive forms, you will get 3 marks. ಹೀಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, so this will be question number 26. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 26 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಬ್ ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಈಗ್ಲೇನೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? we can have a discussion. Yes, we can exchange the ideas. Yes, ಒಬ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೂಡ.